All right, let's talk about the chemistry of solutions. It's way more than just mixing stuff.
The answer? Well, it all lies in the science of solutions, and it's actually pretty cool. So first, what is a solution? Simply put, it's just a totally uniform mix. And every solution has two key players, the solute, which gets dissolved, and the solvent, which does the dissolving. But to do real science, you gotta know exactly how much stuff is in there. That's called concentration. One way to measure that is molarity. It's moles of solute per liter of the whole solution. Then there's molality. This one focuses on moles per kilogram of just the solvent.
So you can see the difference, right? Molarity is about volume. Molality is all about mass.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. It's not what you add, but how many particles. This leads to four effects called colligative properties, and they only depend on the number of particles. First, solute particles get in the way, making it harder for the solvent to evaporate. This is all described by something called Raoult's law. It's a pretty neat little formula. And because of that, you have to crank up the heat just to get the solution to boil. And the math is simple. The change in boiling point is directly tied to the molality. On the flip side, you have to get the solution even colder than usual just to freeze it. Aha! And this is exactly why we salt roads. It drops water's freezing point way down. Last one, osmotic pressure. This is the force that pulls a solvent across a membrane. It's actually a super clever way scientists can figure out the mass of huge molecules. Okay, but wait, what if the solute particles themselves split apart?
For that, we need something called the Van't Hoff factor. We just call it I.
So let's take good old table salt, NaCl. When you drop it in water, bam, it splits into two separate ions, one sodium and one chloride. So for salt, I's about 2. You get double the bang for your buck. We just stick that I right into our formulas, and it literally multiplies the effect. And that brings us back to the start. Salt is better than sugar because it gives you twice the particles.